Got the shakes, huh? Don't worry, Doc Manning will fix you up.
Is it that obvious? Yeah, haven't zoned in like a week. My whole body feels like it's crumbling.
Yeah, coming down off Aurora isn't easy. Took me months to shake it off.
The doc, he isn't gonna, rat me out to anyone, right?
You kidding? No one cares if you're addicted to the stuff. Hell, that's what they want.
Well, if it worked for you, I hope it works for me. I'm sick of feeling this way when I can't get a fix. I'll just rest until the doc's ready to talk to me.
Yeah, definitely get off of that drug. Hey, do you want a flyer? Doc?
Oh my goodness. Another poor soul.
Nope, I'm fine.
Alright. Tell me what happened to you. Is it an Aurora overdose? Something else, perhaps?
I don't use Aurora, I was just touring the clinic. Here to purchase some medical supplies. Are Aurora overdoses a common problem? I don't use Aurora.
That's a very wise choice. Since you're clearly a first-time visitor to Reliant Neon, I'd love to offer you a free checkup, but I'm afraid I'm dangerously low on supplies.
Ooh, that sounds like a quest. That's unusual for a medical supply company.
I can assure you it isn't by choice. You see, I'm a bit at odds with the current administrator of Neon. His drug is turning the streets into a graveyard, and he doesn't seem to care. We've argued about it on more than one occasion, and all he's done is try to persuade me to quit. Thinning out my supply chain is his newest tactic.
Yeah, Bio obviously has a stranglehold on this entire city.
Then you understand what I'm up against. At this point, I've resorted to asking anyone that has a ship registered outside of the Volii system to bring me medical supplies. I pay them for the supplies, of course, but it's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. Now, if there's anything else I can do for you, anything at all, you just let me know.
I can help you with your medical supply problem. I need help, Doc. Here's a flyer.
I wouldn't mind a bit of extra traffic as long as the supplies allow for it. A few extra credits never hurt.
Cool. How exactly does Aurora work?
Aurora stimulates the neural circuits in the brain, specifically targeting the neurotransmitter serotonin in the prefrontal cortex. This causes significant sensory hallucinations, both auditory and visual. That's the enticement factor. As you can imagine, this state is highly addictive, and the user gets stuck in a vicious cycle. They need more Aurora to satisfy their cravings.
Well, I touched a rock in the ground and it gave me hallucinations and audio-visual feedback, and now I'm stuck looking for more of those rocks. So, do I have a problem? I can help you with your medical supply problem.
That would be amazingly helpful. It's a relief to meet someone who gives a damn about anyone other than themselves for a change. Oh, and I'll pay you directly for the supplies, of course. It's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport.
How will we sneak the supplies past the spaceport authorities?
There's nothing to worry about. As long as packages aren't coming off a commercial vessel, the authorities won't scan them. That's why this has to be done slowly and methodically. If I get too much all at once, they'll catch on to my scheme.
Alright. Ridiculous you have to resort to smuggling.
There's nothing else to be done about it. These people need my help. Anyway, I have a contact over at the clinic in the Narian system. Abby Edding. She's one of the nurses there. She'll get you started.
Okay.
Thank you so much for doing this. You have no idea how helpful it'll be for the poor folk that live in Ebside.
How do you know Abby Edding?
We both apprenticed under Mary Cartwright at the medical facility in Aquila City. Spent a heck of a lot of hours working together. Abby and I got along exceptionally well. Don't get me wrong, we're just friends, of course. She's young enough to be my daughter. I almost felt bad leaving her behind when I was hired to work for Reliant in Neon, but I knew she'd do well wherever she ended up. Reached out to her a few months ago when I ran into trouble here, and she's been helping me ever since.
Okay. Then I
If you
will
need help, remember Reliant.
look into that whenever I find myself in Aquila. Which we've got a couple of quests at, so maybe sometime soon.
I have things I wish to discuss with you. When you have time.
Sure.
Did you need something?
It sounds like you do.
For giving me the chance to work with you. I know we met under, unusual circumstances. You seem to be acclimating well to Constellation. Are you enjoying working with them?
Certainly not anything I've done before. I'm starting to think I should have kept my day job. The pay isn't great, but the people are alright. Yeah. Pay isn't great, but the people are alright.
None of us are in this for the credits. You have certainly become a vital part of the organization. That is a credit to your abilities. If I may, from what you have seen, do you think I fit in well with the rest of Constellation?
Sure. If you're asking, I assume you feel like you don't. Fitting in is overrated. You're certainly very unique. Yeah, if you're asking, I'm assuming you feel like you don't.
No, I do not. But I find it hard to quantify. Many of the other members are polite, but distant. I worry that my background and my actions concern them. I have not shared much, but everyone knows I worked with smugglers for years. I am no stranger to violence and death.
You don't seem to be bothered by your past. Accepting the unfamiliar can be hard for people. I'm sure you did what you had to do. Sounds like fun. You don't seem to be bothered by your past.
Why should I be? It was necessary for survival. I would not be here otherwise. For those that have not lived it, it can be difficult to imagine or accept. Others here have seen conflict, but for more noble causes. Vladimir is the only one here who can begin to understand. He was the one who pressed the group to include me. I lack his charm. He puts others at ease. I fear my presence does the opposite.
Charm isn't everything. You've had my back, and that's all that matters. Don't worry so much about what others think of you. Flirt. Trust me, you've got a lot going for you. Have you tried telling more jokes? Yeah, you've had my back. That's all that matters.
Of course. You have given me an opportunity the others have not. Perhaps I just need more time. I know this seems trivial. Perhaps childish. I have just always relied only on myself. I have never been surrounded by people like this. By a group I wish to be a part of. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Always been alone to myself. I don't think what you're saying is childish. People love me, so being included has never really been a problem. You should really stop worrying about this. I mean, that's harsh to just be like, yeah, what you think is dumb, so stop thinking about it. I don't think what you're saying is childish.
Thank you. That is reassuring. Discussing these things is challenging for me. I hope now you can better understand why I wanted to keep the circumstances of our meeting quiet. I wanted to thank you for not saying anything to Vladimir. I know that you said you wouldn't, but it is still a relief. I would like my contributions to Constellation to amount to more than violence.
It wasn't a big deal, and now you owe me one. Harsh. It's clearly important to you, so that I not say anything. Yeah.
Indeed it was. And now I hope you can see why. Thank you for talking this over with me. It is good to know that at least one member of Constellation understands me.
I mean, Walter does too, because he was standing right next to you awkwardly the whole conversation, so... Spaceport Terminal, no. Mining League. Is that where I just came out of? Yes, that's the guy who gave me the flyers. So... Is it? Or am I mixing up missions? No, yeah, that's the guy who gave me the flyers. 3-star Rangers. Now I'm getting confused. So Burrow. Yes, he's the miner guy. Okay. Doubt 3-star Rangers are gonna want.
There's as many traps as there are temptations here in Neon. If you're here to report a crime, take it to local security. They handle that stuff.
If local security handles the crime, why does Neon need a 3-star Ranger?
Mostly to keep an eye on the smuggling trade. Black market goods flow through Neon like a river. Can't stop it, but I can at least keep an eye out in case it's something real serious.
Makes sense. Well, nothing to report, just looking around.
Yeah? Well, it's a public space. Word of advice. Enjoy the city, but know your limits.
Yep.
Trouble's waiting around every corner, and the law won't protect you the way it does in other places.
I have a healthy respect for my limits. I can handle anything the city can throw me. I have a healthy respect for my limits.
Everybody should, especially here. There's something else you need?
Nope. Aren't you worried your badge makes you a target here?
Nah, I've got friends in high places, so to speak. I'm the son of a Ryujin Industries executive. Maybe you've heard of her? Name's Alexis Price. There's a sort of fragile peace here in Neon. It's better for everyone if the syndicates and the corporations coexist with minimum friction.
Was it your choice to be stationed in Neon?
Believe it or not, yeah, it was. My mother's an executive with Ryujin, so I grew up here. I volunteered for this post as much to keep the other Rangers out of trouble as any other reason. If some hotshot rookie took this job and started flashing the badge everywhere, it wouldn't end well.
Alright.
Later.
So I still gotta find a few more businesses to give these flyers to. I thought I went around most places already. Newell's Goods.
Fine. Just want to say again, I'm grateful for the help you gave. Getting
these-
Dietrich to stop those payments.
How are things going between you and
Much
Dietrich?
better, thanks for asking. I don't exactly know what you said to Dietrich, but he's certainly turned everything around. He's really stepped up and taken an active role in fighting Neon Security's corruption. He's even organizing the merchants' meetings with me. Best of all, I think we've become good friends, which is a rare thing to come across in this city, I can tell you that.
That's really fast since it's only been, you know, an hour or two. I have a flyer. Do you want to look at it?
Here, let me see that. Oh, not a bad idea. You might be onto something here. Thanks for bringing this to me.
You are welcome. Gotta give out
Thanks
one more
for stopping
flyer.
by our shop.
Looks like that's the end of those shops. The Grand Liquors. You interested in a flyer? I'm not gonna join you in your drug smuggling.
Give Felix my regards. Whatever, just hand it over. I'll look at it on my own time. Got plenty of ice-cold drinks in stock. All day.
Alright. Back to talk to the miner, Saburo. Let him know I've handed out his flyers. Then we'll go talk to Chloe.
Mother wanted me to be a doctor.
And report that he's willing to take the loan.
Here to purchase some mining goods? It's a wonderful day, my friend.
Handed out all the flyers.
Thank you so much, my friend. I believe that this will be a great boon for my business. Thank you for taking the time to do this for me. It is not often to see such kindness here in Neon.
Of course.
I hope you have a glorious day, my friend.
Alright, it is now switched over to the hard luck quest, which is what I wanted. So now we go up the elevator.
You did it.
Way down here. Forgot about that. No problem, though. Health Corp.
If you're here to buy, I'm afraid we only sell direct to retailers.
Subaru agreed to let you pay his debts.
That's fantastic. I was worried he'd take it the wrong way, so I'm glad you were able to convince him. I'll arrange for the funds to be transferred immediately. Hopefully Father will forgive the late fees. And if he doesn't, I can always reimburse them when he retires. In any case, thank you. And here, for your efforts.
Alright. Even more credits. Where does that leave us? Relief run, I don't want to go all the way to Aquila City. Don't feel like killing a guy so that I can be a drug runner. Acquire the power on Voli Epsilon. It's an idea. Some random people to talk to. I think some of them might be on this planet. Yeah, talk to Tevin. Would be on this planet. Or I can try and acquire... I think I'm going to do some more real jobs. Acquire the power on Voli Epsilon. Large anomaly on a planet that matches the signature of one of the artifacts. I need to find it. So I think that'll be another temple. I'm wondering what one of these more side temples will look like, as opposed to that first one we went to, which was obviously the main opening one. Like the main mission, first look at these temples. I'm hoping they get more bigger, more exciting in later temples.
Hello.
Alright. Nope. Let me in. Come on. There we go. To the spaceport. And to the ship. It's a long walkway.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Ran out of oxygen.
I find the interior of this ship comforting.
It's a nice ship.
What is it?
Just wish I had more storage space. But I probably need to just stop carrying around all of the building materials.
Wanted us dead. I guess we can call that a win. What do you think?
Sure. We got the artifact, that's all that matters. Terrible people doing terrible things to each other, what a city. You and your wife are cute together.
Thank you. I guess. Some people call Issa a jewel, but she's more than that to me. I can't really describe it. There's me, and her, and an us. And I wouldn't trade the us for all the credits in Neon. All in all, a great success. Thank you for allowing me to tag along with Constellation's newest star.
Wow, that was corny.
Yes, I used a pun. Forgive me.
Alright, 10,000 credits. See, that's more like it. Do I know where I'm going for this quest? Here. Fast travel is currently unavailable from this location. Alright. So do I have to take off first?
Time to leave this place behind. Hell of a view from here.
You hold something you have no right to. My people have killed for this. But I will offer you one chance to hand over the artifact and turn away from this path.
Okay.
That's not any type of ship I recognize.
Identify yourselves.
The fact that you do not know says much. We are the Starborn, and you are unworthy to possess the artifacts.
Tell us, please. What are the artifacts? What are they for? Did you make them? What gives you more right to them than humanity?
Answering your questions is exactly what we cannot allow. Abandon your thirst for knowledge, or drown in it.
I'm okay with the drowning in the knowledge. Have you been observing humans for long?
We are growing impatient. Cease your attempts to stall for time.
But you speak our language.
We know everything about you. That is why your kind cannot have the artifact.
At least tell us more about who you are.
The more you understand, the more damage you will do.
How could just knowing what you are be dangerous?
Our distance from you is the whole point. We interfere now because we must.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the scans. Energy output from that ship is far above the normal range. If we spin up the grav drive now, we have a chance.
Full evasive maneuvers, let's get out of here. I'm not going to jettison the artifact. I want it. And I don't trust my ability combat-wise to blast them into space dust. So, get out of here.
We'll get through this. Hold on.
Are we spinning up? No, we're not spinning up. Alright. Change of plans. We're not going to... Wow, that's the route you want to go to get from there to there? Huh. Where's Alpha Centauri? Say I wanted to, I don't know, go to the lodge. In combat. Can I... Okay. Did it undo? I want to have my route to here. Yeah. There we go. So tab clears that. So hold exits while leaving then. How do I spin up my grav? I'm gonna take a moment to look that up because that's not something I've needed to do mid-combat. But I know it's a thing that you can do. I need to allocate power. Seriously. Okay, press O or maybe 0 to repair your ship. Yeah, that felt like the sort of thing based on what Walter was saying that I shouldn't have stayed around to fight.
Maintain your current course while we scan your ship cargo.
My brain? It's an overdrive. I need to regroup.
And complete.
Immediately.
Enjoy our stay
Tell
in
Noel to
New
analyze the data off the ship's sensors. Everyone's going to want to weigh in on this.
Agreed, we should not delay.
Alright. Yeah, I was not... There's some things I'm aware of this game. Like the trailer they put out showed our character having powers and being able to lift people in the air, etc. But the Starborn people, that I was not aware of. So that's a twist I wasn't expecting and surprised by, and it's cool. But I probably need a ship that's better suited to combat before I want to fight them, rather than the very beginning entry-level ship they give you for free.
If it were not for the lodge, I think I would avoid this city. It is all just too much.
Sure. And we didn't get to go to that temple that I was hoping to go to.
As some of the others, but I appreciate that I was still given my own room.
All right, Noel.
How is Neon? Are you okay?
We met aliens. Need you to look at the data from the ship sensors. We were attacked. We need to hold an emergency meeting. If any strange ships appeared in orbit. We were attacked. We need to hold an emergency meeting. I think that's the starting point.
Wait, what happened? Who was after you?
Take a look at the ship's sensor data. I think everybody needs to see this.
All right, I'll start transferring the data over now. Let me just bring it up on here at the table. Is that a prototype? No, that material isn't anything we... What the... Everyone, come take a look at this.
What I said.
That's no faction vessel or Crimson Fleet. Secret military tech, maybe?
No United Colonies Admiral approved that starship design.
They call themselves the Starborn. Demanded we hand over the artifact. Like we were children, playing with their parents' things.
What do people know? Any offshoot groups go by that name?
None in any corner of the settled systems I've seen. Maybe a distant human colony finally popping its head up. Another house for Rune.
I very much doubt that.
We ignoring the obvious here? A heretofore unknown group who just happens to know about the artifacts. I'm just gonna say it. Intelligent alien life, or extra-dimensional beings. The original creators from the furthest fringes of space.
Or beyond even that. Is the metaphor of avenging angels coming down to keep humanity from forbidden knowledge not apt here?
So, we have a lot of theories, but nothing concrete. Except that they're after the artifacts, and they're willing to take them by force.
I'm with Sam. That starship design could easily be human. To Barrett's point, the artifacts clearly aren't human-made. Mateo's metaphor has merit. They acted like they were judging us. I mean, I'm not thinking they're a religious thing. Aliens is where I'm leaning.
No settled systems lab made these things, and I doubt one of them made that ship either.
So, we got some weird extra-dimensional beings that coincidentally decide to build their spacefaring vessels exactly like we do. Not so sure about that.
Noel, start analyzing all the data from the ship sensors. The gravitational wave they caused, scans of their weapons, shields, everything. We're in the dark. We need to learn anything about them we can, including some way to fight them if necessary. Until then, we stay the course. Collect the artifacts. It's even more important now that an intelligence we don't know or understand is looking for them.
Agreed. The only way to learn more is to keep going. Everyone should get ready for a fight then. I doubt they'll stop. Shouldn't we try and locate the Starborns, see if they'll talk? I mean, it would be nice, but no, we keep going.
All we can do is be more cautious, but we are not stopping. This could end up being a race we don't want to lose. Vladimir, has the Eye picked up anything new?
Some glints of shine in the dark. Ready to hand them out as soon as you please.
All right. Good luck, everyone. And be careful out there.
Okay. Add the artifact to the collection. That I can do. What you said before, Ko, and then you had nothing to talk about.
I'm up for a little adventure.
Alright, I think I'm gonna call it quits here. It's been nearly a 4-hour stream. And I think we accomplished a lot. We got this artifact, did a bunch of side quests.
The book I left for you in your room is about...
Pretty happy with how today's session went.